Hey Lake Forest Davidson. Well, this summer, as you've been watching all of my videos, some of the folks of our community have been doing Summer Serve down in Kidtropolis. I know it's a ham-handed segue. They've been doing Summer Serve down in Kidtropolis. They've been giving our regular servers the summer off. And so I asked one of these folks, Shelly, just to put down her thoughts of why she decided to serve and the difference that she thought she might make through it. And what she told me was very interesting. She talks about the impact that Kidtropolis leaders have had on her own kids, on her 5-year-old and 3-year-old. She talks about how her older daughter has stopped hitting her younger son as much. She kind of jokes about, she is sometimes told that what she's doing, she, the mom, Shelly, is what she's doing is not what God would want her to do. And so she's seen a great impact that Kidtropolis leaders and just the entire program has had on her own kids. And so she has benefited so much from this. She wanted to be able to see it for herself and contribute to it. And she said through the ordeal, she very much enjoyed it. She got to see how the lessons really stick in the minds of the kids. And she got to see how much actual setup and pack up goes into making the weeks of Kidtropolis actually happen. It just doesn't happen by magic. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. And I think that what Shelly shared to me in this email is actually going to be the story for us of year 2. I think it's going to be a story of people who have primarily benefited from Lake Forest Church, Davidson, becoming people who are contributing to Lake Forest Church, Davidson. There's been a lot of folks who have contributed to us and to our community throughout year 1, and I encourage you to continue contributing. And a lot of us have just sort of shown up and we've really benefited from Lake Forest Davidson. There's nothing wrong with benefiting from Lake Forest Davidson. My encouragement to you is in year 2 is follow what Jesus said. It is better to give than receive. He didn't say it was bad to receive, but he said it was better to give than receive. So if you have chiefly benefited from Lake Forest Davidson in year 1, I would encourage you to be an active contributor to Lake Forest Davidson in year number 2. Join our launch team. And do what they did. That's what I mean by join our launch team. The launch team doesn't exist anymore. But join in doing what our launch team did. What did they do? Well, they said no to stuff so they could say yes to the best stuff. And so maybe you were invited in year number 1 by someone, and in year 2 you need to be active about in saying yes to inviting someone on your list of 5. Maybe throughout the first year you've simply benefited from the financial gifts of others that have really powered Lake Forest Davidson. And in year 2, you need to say yes to being a regular financial contributor so that your financial gifts can power Lake Forest Davidson. Or maybe you've benefited from having your kids' Kidtropolis room packed up by Jennifer or by Joey or by Daniel or Andy or Bo. Well, you've benefited from it, and now my encouragement is in year 2 that you would say yes and contribute. Contribute some of your time and talents to set up, to pack up, maybe to greet or to do audio visual, something like that. But I look forward to folks who have contributed, continuing to contribute, folks who have benefited, beginning to contribute. It is better to give than receive. And that we would, in the midst of that, continue to be, and you would become an active part of us being a community that always encourages people, put Christ at the center, love God, and love other people. Christ at the center, love God, love other people. It doesn't happen every week by accident. It happens because for whatever reason, God wants it to happen, and He uses us contributing, not simply benefiting, giving, not simply receiving. I look forward to seeing the unique part that you are going to play, how you are going to make us more than we are right now as you contribute actively in year 2 of Lake Forest Davidson.